Welcome back to Unbothered.
with Grace and Zoe.
Zoe.
What does your little cousin call you?
Well, it used to be Doey, now it's Zoe.
Oh, I
She's
hate when
got
they
the
get
Z
old.
going. She's got the Z going now. I was like,
No.
oh, you know what? Let's not. Let's just take
Yeah.
that part of the alphabet out. Keep it as Doey.
Doey is so cute. I love that. Anyway,
Aww.
today we're drinking some fucking Hoxie
Shh.
coffee.
Shit
Actually,
ass coffee.
We're not gonna wreck the brand, but they're a very popular fucking brand. and
How's your she's pointing to the camera. Like
fucking no, I'm not.
no, Grace's fucking thing's closed today. What's it called?
My local watering hole. The local watering hole.
Sounds like a fucking Kath and Kim accent.
We should do a whole fucking episode of Kath and Kim vibes. Kim.
Epinoy, look a more. Epinoy.
Kimmy, we need to have a chat. Read the coffee. It fucking sucks.
Sharon with a fucking netball uniform.
The fucking sapphires.
What is it? Sapphires. Sapphires don't let us.
Oh, fuck no. Brett, you need to get Cujo. Brett. Try and mine, keep going. I feel like
fucking love him. I love him.
They're from Melbourne, hey, because I feel do you know what? This is actually a yarn we could talk about. How, like in America, all the accents are so different. Where here, they're very subtly different. Like if you live in Queensland and you go down to like New South Wales or you come over here, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I just got back from the skill or the pool.
Oh my god, I hate that accent. I'm sorry.
That's only Queensland. Only Queensland say that. I'm pretty sure. Wow, no fact check me on that. But yeah, like I remember I watched this TikTok the other day. Or like your togs.
Like, oh, what's that? What's your togs?
Do you not know what that is?
No, what's that?
In New South Wales and Queensland, they call like bathers togs.
I hate that.
Have you never heard that?
No.
Yeah, one of my really good friends growing up was from New South Wales.
I just don't like even the sound of that word. Like,
yeah, get your togs on. There's another word for bathers. I can't remember.
Togs on, yeah.
Get your togs on. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, togs.
Nah, fuck that. Yeah, I reckon fucking chuck us a message if you want us to do just a Kath and Kim accent whole episode.
I don't think anyone would fucking listen. Like literally no one would listen.
I love them. They're so funny. They're just so fucking Aussie as well. Speaking of Australian, Grace took me to the cricket on the weekend. To the Scorchers game.
Fucking love the Scorchers. Get around it.
Yeah, at Optus Stadium. So I had always said to her, don't ever take me to a game. Like, I will not be interested. Don't know a thing about cricket. Anyway, she came to me and gave me the puppy dog eyes, like, come to cricket.
Yeah, I do puppy dog eyes really well.
Zoe, like, I know you're going to say no. But, like, can you come to the cricket? I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah, all right.
I really want you to go on Saturday with me as well because it's like one of the finals, but.
Oh, I actually wouldn't mind going. I was actually going to talk to you about this.
Yeah, it's expensive though. Anyway, that's a yarn. We'll talk about that after the podcast.
But yeah, it was a vibe there. It was so much better than I thought it would be.
The atmosphere. So I said this to Zoe. But this is how I describe to people who don't watch cricket. This is how I describe the atmosphere of a Big Bash game. It's like. So every footy, so my dad has members Eagles tickets. So I like go to a lot of Eagles games throughout the year, and like the vibe of a Big Bash game is better than a footy game that's shit. So like, so a good footy game is better, but a shit footy game, Big Bash shits all over it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it'll be boring and then someone will fucking whack a six or someone will miss a catch or it's just fucking so good. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And the thing is, like footy, you can like look away for a moment.
Yeah.
But like with cricket, like
you miss it all.
I didn't want to look away. Like the only time you have a split second is when they're getting ready to bowl again.
Yeah.
But other than that, like you just don't want to miss a good catch, a good hit. Like
yeah, and then have to watch it on the replay.
Yeah. And like there was a couple of times like Grace and I like chewing each other's ears off, and then we're like, oh fuck. We just missed something.
Yeah.
I have to watch back on the replay.
Yeah. No, literally.
No, it was so good, and like surprisingly because it definitely doesn't sell out like the footy.
Yeah,
but, like,
this weekend will.
But like the crowd,
oh,
only like a few levels that it was like full.
Yeah.
But, like, it was as if the whole fucking stadium was sold out because, like, if you're a fan of the cricket, you're a fan of the cricket.
Yeah.
I've realised.
No, it's facts, literally.
Yeah, with your Scorchers fucking
It's
top
like
on.
it's like a cult following. Oh my god! So I fucking wore a Scorchers shirt, and everyone was getting mad at me because they're like, "Oh, it's so cringe," and I was like, I have no shame. Like everyone who knows me, I just have no shame at all. Like sometimes, but like in general, like no.
I was gonna cause an argument before we left.
She was like, "You're not fucking wearing that." And I was like, "I couldn't give a fuck. I'm a fucking Scorchers fan, motherfucker. Like, leave me alone."
No, yeah, I know. Fuck, she go, I'll fucking buy the hat as well. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Then I'm leaving. Then I'm actually going.
But like, I think we wanted to talk about was like cricket stereotypes. Like, it's just like I feel like if you I obviously grew up watching a lot of sport, and now my boyfriend like watches he'll actually watch darts if it's on. Like he loves sport. So I've grown up watching a lot of sport, and like so I know like a lot about it, and like I know a lot of the general things. Obviously, some niche things I don't know. But anyway, but I sound like such a pygmy saying that. I literally know a lot about sport.
I'm a sporty girl.
I'm a sporty girl. No,
I play all the sports.
I love sport. I love badminton.
I
love badminton. No, but
come here, a bit of water polo. Come here.
I got the netball going. No, but honestly, I don't know that like the stereotypes, right? So people, when they think about cricket, they think about a 5-day test match, where you're doing like 3 runs and over, 2 runs and over. So it's not exciting for other people. Like when the test is on, I will still sit down and watch it, but I won't sit there for 5 days and watch it. And I probably wouldn't go to a game unless I knew, like, I probably wouldn't watch us bowl. I'd probably only watch us bat. Or maybe, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, so test matches are like when people think of cricket, they think immediately test match, but it's not. So there's like a test match, so it's 5 days. And then there's a 1-day international, so it's just like 1 day.
I like 1-dayers.
1-dayers, ODIs. Yeah. 1-day internationals, yeah. Because it's always like against like an international team.
Yeah, like India
or Pakistan, South Africa, England, New Zealand. And then Big Bash. So yeah, 20 overs per team.
Yeah,
which
Big
is like the
Bash,
best.
It was so good because I had those. What's the one where they only could have 2 on the outside of the boundary?
The super overs. Yeah.
Fuck.
See, like they call it a power surge.
Yeah. So like I liked those because like just threw a spanner in the works, you know.
Yeah.
And they could hit big.
They could, and that's what they do because they're not playing it safe.
Yeah.
Because they're not worried about getting caught. Well, they can, but you know what I mean. Yeah. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
And literally Grace like taught me all the rules. And then so now I'm not like now I can watch cricket or at least the Big Bash and know exactly what's going on now.
You'll know everything now.
Oh,
Test cricket's really easy to follow because it's happening so slow.
No, see, I just fuck it off. Like that will ruin my enjoyment for cricket.
Like the thing, I don't know if anyone will agree with this, but the good thing about Test cricket is that like you can watch it. It's like something you can have on in the background, right? It's really good background noise, especially around Christmas time. That's what I like about it. And everyone's just doing things, or you're drinking and you just have the cricket on, and you're drinking, you're having conversations with people, and then all of a sudden you just hear and like fucking, you know, someone's got a catch, or someone's just bowled someone out, or we've fucking bowled the whole fucking squad out like we did with fucking South Africa, or like it's just great. I don't know.
Oh, do you know what like got me going at the cricket? This guy, Hardy, he's walking on and I'm going, this fucking guy is hot.
He's hot as fuck, yeah. Aaron Hardy.
I was like, far out. Where have you come from?
Good player too.
Grace to go, fuck the footy guys. What about the cricket boys?
Yeah. So that's 2023 is the year of the cricket boy.
No, it is. I'm fucking bringing the cricket boys in.
And I said to Zoe, I was like, I think they're more humble.
Yeah. That's what you said to me.
You know, especially with AFL guys, like you get Bailey Smith, right? And all these girls just get their tits out and put him on a fucking pedestal.
Yeah.
When he really like isn't any like he's a great looking guy. Like don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like you don't need to like gawk over him like people. You know what I mean? Like like sport guys are like fucking Justin Bieber. Like they don't want to be like, oh my god. Like, wow.
See, but I think that cricket boys wouldn't want that. But footy guys, if they're fucking like single, they would love that.
Well, I don't think like, but yes, they do to a point. But like at like Bailey Smith, surely he would not like that one time he came to Perth after the game and he like went to Magnet and like girls flocked to Magnet, like literally flocked because like I wouldn't put up with those sticky floors for no man. And that shit stinks. Have you ever gone upstairs at Magnet? It literally
Yeah,
it
vomit.
smells like shit and vomit. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
It's so
rank.
gross. So
Like
gross.
I understand if you're 18 and want to go there, like it's definitely an experience, and I think it's a bit of a rite of passage. But fuck, in general, fuck that. I'd rather go to like.
I've only gone there like once or twice.
I've only been twice and would never go back.
I would never step foot back there.
I went there on like my 20th birthday. What year was last year?
20.
21 and then 20. When on my 20th birthday, I went there that night, and me and Doggett were there for like.
It's your 21st birthday last year.
Yeah, so my 20th.
Oh, so the year before that.
Yeah, I didn't go last year. What the fuck? I was in Melbourne. And for my 20th, I was like, yeah, we'll go, like, whatever. Like, the night after I had that thing in the city, and then
Oh, yeah.
me and Doggett went there for, like, literally, I reckon we were there for, like, 45 minutes, and me and him were both like, fuck this, let's go home. And I was like, yup, fuck that. It was so rank.
Yeah. But, 2023, year for the cricket boys. I'm fucking making a stand on it. I'm doing it. I'm fucking getting them that seem humble. Aaron Hardy.
And then definitely like,
not that I would have any chance.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, no hate to his girlfriend.
No hate at all. Like, fucking good for you.
And like the thing about cricket boys is like, I feel like this is like, probably this might sound a bit weird, but I feel like they're more reachable. They're like a realistic goal.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of those boys just play like, when they're not playing Big Bash, they're just playing like
not
like,
club, but whatever the next one down from
the
Big Bash,
like district. They play districts. Yeah. Like they're they're just guys that you would So I just feel like that's really funny, and I just really hope that Zoe finds a cricket boyfriend this year, but she'll say no.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know. The humble part got me. I was like, fuck, we love a humble boy. Like,
yeah, and you know what? Hardy actually does look really
cricket.
Sweet. Like he looks like he'd be like,
he seemed like a nervous character.
Yeah, and he fucking got out so quick, and I was so sad because I said to Zoe, like, he's actually a really good batter.
Yeah, I was a bit off it.
Yeah, and then he came out to bowl as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was like, oh, is that Hardy? Hardy's back. Guys,
oh my God.
Hardy's back. Hardy's back.
Zoe's like, he's come back to impress me.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I said. Because he got out and I was like, fuck, he was
we were
nervous.
We were a few drinks deep and we were like,
oh yeah. We were just talking shit. And when he like got out, I was like, he was just nervous. He knew I was watching.
He could see you from fucking, even though you were behind him, he could see you and he just,
Yeah.
blame boy for being nervous.
I think he even winked at me at one point. It was really weird. Don't know what happened.
It's such a fuckwit. Oh my God.
I also, so next topic, I want to talk about friendships because I just think they're just fucking great, like just a hectic topic, and like find someone that hasn't had like friendship issues.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I just feel like I feel like everyone deals with like friendship conflict differently. Like I'm really good at cutting people off. Like that's obviously there's definitely pros and cons to that, and I can fucking make a whole episode about the pros and cons of me being that type of person.
Yeah.
But like I've had fights with people where I'm literally just like cut off. Like it is once again not always a good thing. And then like maybe later on we've like reconciled or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm in two minds about that actually. I don't know. Is it like? Then I think that's like a good thing as well because it's like you're not wasting your time with people that like you just don't want to be around.
But sometimes in my mind I'll be so angry about something I just cannot see past it. Well, I can because I'm not that fucking like narrow-minded, but like I can't see past it in the moment, and I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with this person. I want to cut them off. Like fuck them. Like whatever. And then I do, and then I kind of have clarity, and I'm like, like they're, they do benefit me in like these ways, and like I think they just need to work on this, and I need to work on that, and then we really could like reconcile it and like still be friends. And like sometimes it's not an argument isn't worth losing a friend. Like
yeah.
Like you can say like, oh yeah, like I wish I could just cut people off, but it's not always a positive thing. Like sometimes it's just an unhealthy like coping mechanism to just cut people off. Like that's how I use it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's bad.
Yeah. So do you, because I think like our friendship, for example, like I don't think for ever my whole life I've had a friendship where first of all I feel like it genuinely is equal, like goes both ways effort wise. Like I've had best friends in the past, but it's not until I've kind of not been best friends with them anymore that I realize, like, oh shit, like I put in way more effort
Well, I
than the
feel
other
like
person.
I don't know. I feel like me and you don't really have that sort of arrangement. Like I feel like me and you make everything really easy.
That's what I mean.
Like
But why?
nothing takes effort
Yeah. So, but why? Why?
because we both have like the same morals and way of thinking.
Mm. So, like, what if someone out there feels like they. Okay, so I always hear people say, like, sometimes like people come to me for their like something's pissed, like their best friends piss them off or whatever, and then they're just like kind of like ranting to me about it. And my first thing that I always say is, well, why don't you just talk to them about it? Like, why don't you just have the conversation with them? And they're
Yeah.
like, no, I feel like I can't have this conversation because they're going to take it like this, or no, I'm too scared, or no, it's just going to turn into a big drama or whatever. And
Yeah.
I don't know why. And this is, I'm probably being so narrow minded, but like, I'm like, well, then why are they your best friend if you feel like you can't do that?
No, I completely agree. And that's why like I've never been one to be like I have that personality where I can like really not like offend people, but like people find me really like overbearing. But I'm like, if you can't be completely yourself with someone and like completely voice your opinion no matter what it is without like with it being an issue, then like you obviously but then like in saying that, like if I like said my opinion to you, which like me and Zoe have like literally no boundaries, like it's really which it is actually a good thing that you should have that
Yeah,
with at least one person in your life.
100%.
And I'm lucky I obviously have two. Like actually I probably have a few to be honest.
Yeah.
Um anyway, but your best friend should be able to tell you, oh, I'm reading a Colleen Hoover book and last night I was almost going to screenshot this like take a photo and send it to you. It was like she's talking about her ex-husband's sister who's her best friend.
Mhm.
And she was like, I really love her because she's not a ride or die friend and she's not a ride or die sister. And I was like, what? And then the next sentence she was like, she'll tell me when I'm wrong and she'll tell me when I'm being fucking stupid. And same with him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, that's so true because everyone just says, oh, yeah, my ride or die, my ride or die. And I'm
Yeah.
like, do you know what?
No.
It's actually not a good thing because if you're going to be a friend to be like I know so many people that like, you know, like if anything happens, like they're just going to jump on and like just be like, fuck you. Yeah. Like, I don't even know what you did, but like, fuck you, you know, like, but if your friend's in the wrong, you need to be able to be like, no, like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing?
100%.
So like when with that in that line in the book, I was like, that's so true because everyone talks about being a ride or die, like it's like, you know, like you like
It's
it's like
you're
the be all
always
end all.
yeah. If you're not always gonna agree with me 100%, then fuck off.
Yeah, and like even like me and like my like best friend Paris, she's always said to me, she's like, oh, you know, like she's got friends that are like ride or diers, but she
Mm.
knows that I'm not like that. And I was like, that makes so much sense because like she knows that like even though I'm like loyal to her 100%, I'm not like if she's gonna do like something or like if she's gonna like I don't know how to explain it. Like let's just say little Johnny messaged her and said, fuck you. She knows that like I'm not gonna go to him and be like, why the fuck would you say that? Like fuck you, Johnny. Like,
Mm.
no, he didn't do anything to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is even in an extreme circumstance, like I would 100% be like, fuck you, little Johnny.
Yeah, but in certain situations, you don't have to be ride or die.
No. And like that's where and like I actually like that about myself and like I know she does as well and like I feel like we've spoke about it before because it's so good having ride or die friends, but it's good to not have them as well.
Yeah.
Like you definitely need both.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Because I actually feel like in saying that Paris is a ride or die for me. Like I feel like
Yeah.
maybe in some situations, but yeah, it's always good to have two sides of it. You know what I mean? Like you've got to have a friend to tell you, no, like you're taking it too far and like just be super honest, you know? Anyway, I thought it was weird because I literally read it in the book last night and I was going to send it to you.
Fuck, I love that. That's so true. Like, yeah. And again, like I always like I just love honesty so much that like I wouldn't want to do something wrong. Oh my God, she just put a sour
Oh,
face because
the
she
fucking
hates coffee
coffee's so bad.
She hates the coffee so much. I hate it too. I literally sipped it and she was like, I was like, oh, this is shit. And she goes, no, keep drinking it. It gets better. And then we fucking
thought it
sit down
did.
and she was like, oh my God, this coffee's rank. I was like, You little change your mind, alright? Whatever. What was I saying? Um, 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 I fucking love I've been like Grace and I just spoke about this, but I love prime brie uncut and
Oh, love Brianna. Chicken fried.
Grace O'Malley. Like whenever there's like silence or she's thinking, she goes do 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 do.
She's so funny. I love.
No, she does it so much better than me. She's like do 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 do. Yeah, but like she does it also like oh do do do. Like while she's thinking, I'm like, fuck, that's so funny. It's just such a funny like intermission, like while she's thinking.
Yeah.
I've completely forgotten what I'm saying, by the way. This
Fuck,
is gonna shit me to tears.
If I had like a thinking noise, I reckon mine would be that monkey clapping the fucking.
Fuck yeah. You always say that. She goes, oh, yep, monkey clapping in the head right now. I'm like,
Bro,
yeah.
I honestly sometimes, especially when I'm flustered, which I get flustered a lot, it's just monkeys clapping in my head. Like I can't, and that's the part where sometimes I'm like, I feel like I do have ADHD because that, like, if I get slightly off track, like people will come up to me at work and they'll be like, I don't know, they'll just ask me a stupid question. I literally look at them with a death stare because I'm like, if I get off track, it's so hard for me to get back on again. And like when I'm on track, I'm fucking brilliant. Like I'll get so much done. And then if someone fucking comes and distracts me for something stupid, like everyone, if anyone's listening from work, they literally know that I'm a fucking viper when I want to be. Like, but I think you need to be when you have a job that you obviously have like responsibility. Why are you staring at me like that?
I don't know.
Go watch a YouTube video. She was like this.
I know, I'm just trying to figure out where the fuck you're going with this.
Like, I don't know. Like,
you just did it just then. You just got distracted.
But like monkeys clapping in my head, bro. Like, I just can't. I don't know.
No,
I literally like
fucking
hilarious. We're fucking jumping all over the place.
Crazy.
You're like
that. I was like,
you're like so into the yarn. I'm so sorry.
Intrigued where that whole story was gonna go.
This fucking podcast is all over the place, but
it's so funny.
I was talking to I'd love to hear people's opinion on like ADHD medication because I don't know.
I just can't get over the fact we were talking about friendships, and now she's like, I need to get everyone's opinion on it.
I really do.
I love it. Keep going. Medication.
Oh,
yeah.
So like I was with one of my pharmacists when I was at my hometown, and they were like, I don't know, like it just depends. Like it might hype you up. Actually, no, I was talking to some anyway. It might hype you up, or it might not work, or it might do this, it might do that, and blah blah blah.
Hypes you up, it means you have ADHD.
I don't know if that's actually 100% true.
No, it is.
Oh, it is? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 100%. Because basically, like, people with ADHD, okay, like, I'm going to use my hands. So if you're listening on Spotify, which most people do, you just won't know. But, like, normal people are here, right?
Bottom level?
Bottom. Like, middle.
Mid-tier?
Yep. And then ADHD up here.
Top tier.
Top tier, right?
Period.
So then ADHD medication, the normal people take it. They go up here, right?
Yeah.
People with ADHD, they take the medication. They come here.
Yeah, okay.
Because they are so hyperactive that medication actually
has like a
brings them
paradoxal
down.
Yeah.
But like people who don't have it, it like brings them up to a person with ADHD. Like they will actually almost act like somebody with ADHD if they were to take it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, this is where it comes into play that I don't think I have it because I don't.
Here we go. You're going to spill the beans on something, aren't you?
I don't know. I have a friend.
The drugs, maybe?
No, well, yes, 100%. I've taken Dexies before and it hyped me up. But I have a friend that
you had it here first.
I had a friend that it was in high school with me, and they were really like hectic all the time. But I thought it was just their personality, and like they had a lot of attributes that I now see as an adult as like ADHD. But it was so funny because they would say to me, oh yeah, whenever I take Phenergan, I get a paradoxal effect, which is obviously like Phenergan's a drowsy medication, but when people with ADHD take it, it can have it's way more likely to have a paradoxal effect to make you hyper, which a lot of kids with ADHD find, and adults maybe, but a lot of kids. Anyway, and like now that I think about it, like obviously that's going to have a paradoxal effect because I know now that they're medicated and like they've said to me before, like years ago, like it's just like been like life changing for them, like life changing, like completely like turn their life around. Like, they like at uni, they were like so much better and like So I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like,
And also with because a lot of them are like morbid with like anxiety, depression,
yeah,
um yeah, also autism as well. So like it actually helps with their behavioral
yeah,
issues with all of those as well. So
yeah.
it actually like, yeah, so when you say like it changes their life, it doesn't just change their life in the sense of like they can get more things done, they can study better, but the actual like chemicals in their brain
I like
actually
balanced.
balance that out as well.
Yeah, it's really weird because, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like it's just a really weird topic to talk about because obviously you can't really speculate things about anything, but I just don't think, like, there's times when I'm like 100% have ADHD, and then there's times when I'm like, I can't, like, there's just no way because I am such like a type A person that I feel like it would be like I'm saying I'm very generalizing here, but most people I've seen with ADHD are like really like messy and like stuff. But I feel like it also can be the opposite, and you can be super type A,
Mhm.
and that's like the spectrum, you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, it is a spectrum.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because some people like I've said to Grace before, like, you know, sometimes she will say to me like, "Oh, but like, do you think I have it? Do you think I have it?" Like, and it's been more recently lately that
Yeah, I've
you've
been
been
super bad lately.
like you've
Scattered.
been kind of like speculating
S-
over
and
whether or not you have it.
yeah, scattered.
And like I have said to Grace, like I said, you okay, so let's say you get the assessment and you do have it. Not everyone has to be medicated for it,
No,
you
100%.
know?
I don't feel at this point that I need medication. So
Yeah.
and like I'm one of those people that like I'm only going to take medication if that's like if it's affecting me negatively.
Yes, so that's actually how the diagnosis works as well, and whether or not psychiatrists will actually choose to put you on medication or not, because they actually look at whether or not it affects your personal life.
Yeah,
Um,
like daily tasks and
yeah, so your personal life, um, like daily function and your like psychology, like how
yeah, if it's
so
like
if it's
impacting my mental health
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. So if it's impacting in any of those ways, that's when they will that's when they'll diagnose.
yeah,
But they will never diagnose something that doesn't affect you in your day-to-day life.
is which is exactly why I have never gotten diagnosed.
But lately you can say that has affected you.
Yeah,
And
and like
I mean I'm super close with you. So I can like especially tell
oh
when
yeah,
it has been affecting you,
yeah,
because there's like certain things you're like, oh, but I just wouldn't usually forget about that. Like, but then it might be just like busy time
yeah.
period, like because we are super busy at the moment, like
I don't know.
flat out.
I'm gonna sort of like play it by ear and like because I feel like so like the my ripple effect is like I will be out of so first of all we're on uni break obviously like until end of Feb, so I'm already out of routine, and then I go back to my hometown and I'm working but I don't have a car, and then I do have a car, and then I'm out of routine, and then my partner's on day shift and then he's on night shift and then I'm by myself, and then it's just crazy, right? So I feel like I don't know if the lack of routine has caused my ADHD to be like really bad and like
Mhm.
spiral.
Mhm.
And then like when I'm out of when I'm like not organized and when I'm not my like when I'm not organized and I'm not my usual self, when I'm not on top of things,
Mhm.
I get really stressed out and then I get anxious.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like a fucking like it's like a ladder and I'm just climbing
100%.
it.
Yeah.
And then I kind of come back down to earth, and then I'll have like a day off from work and I'm like, nope, cool, I'm good. And then it just happens again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I just feel
No,
like
but I also like I was, but like I don't have ADHD, and like I've been the same. Like it's my
yeah,
mum's birthday today, and I've literally forgotten to buy her
yeah,
birthday
exactly.
present.
And that's what I
So like
mean.
that's what I mean. Like it's like
You just gotta
I
wait and
feel
watch.
just yeah, like and also it has to be for 6 months anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just fucking
And
just
like
see how you go,
I've
especially
never
with uni as well.
yeah, and like I've never been one to like struggle at uni or struggle at school. Like I'm like one of those people that like I would literally just like walk into a test and study like the night before and like do well. So
Yeah,
I feel like yeah, you just I don't know. Like that's why I'm like I can speculate for myself because I can talk about myself like that. But
yeah.
I don't actually have a diagnosis and I don't actually know. But I don't know. And
Do you
then
know
I'm
what's so funny about us?
what?
We're both the same with the sense of like, and we've never spoken about this, but like we both like need to know what our week looks like. Do you notice that? Like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
both hell like, and we tell each other like what we're doing
What the
during the week
schedules are.
and like what the schedule is, and like even like even like to the day, like on the day, like Grace would be like, I'm doing this and then I'm going to go do this and then I'm doing this and then we're going to go and do this. And then I'm like the same. Like I'll tell her like all the tasks and in what
I
order I'm
know.
going to do it.
It's so
Because it
organized.
just makes us like genuinely feel better because we like to know what's coming up.
I know.
Like
If we tell each other, we know.
Yeah. And like last night, Grace and I had like shit to work out like for the next couple of days because we just have heaps of stuff to sort out. And like I just did not want to leave Grace's house until I just knew what time we were filming this podcast today.
Oh, and then like we were like she was trying to work it out with her mum, and then I was trying to work it out with like one of my best friends I'm seeing today, like, and we were just like we were both waiting on them, and we're like, fuck, like we're just
Yeah. Like
oh,
I just need to know, like I need to plan my day.
I
Like
know it's
this
fucked.
is shitting me. And then it was so funny because like we had to go outside or whatever. And like before that, I was like, fuck Grace. I was like, where the fuck is this fucking ring light? I can't find it.
Yeah, she was
And then,
getting
like,
aggressive.
I was getting aggressive. And Kim, like, which is like Grace's dad's fiance.
Yeah.
We can say that now. She like looked at me like, oh my God, like basically like, what the hell? Like, where did this come from? Kind of thing. And like Grace didn't even bat an eyelid, and she's like, it's in the back of my car. And then and then we like went outside and we were just like bickering, like no, we weren't even bickering. We were just
but to other people it would be seen like bickering, but that's just sometimes like how we express.
Yeah, that's
like,
just us getting shit done.
Yeah,
Like,
we just get shit done.
like we talk about it that it seems like we're not arguing, but like we're having a go at each other. But we're not at all. We're just organising.
No, and like if we like and like so like where the fuck is it? And I'm like, it's fucking here, fucking man. Like,
and I'm like, shut up. Like
yeah.
and it's just so funny because like and then Grace goes, fuck, like people probably just look at us and go like, gee, they argue all the time. But like I don't know. I'm in like two minds. I'm like, do we or don't we? Like, I don't know.
Or even like two of my friends, well, two of our friends, I guess, came over last night for dinner, and Zoe was already at mine. And like they walk in, they sit down, and I was like, Zoe, can you cook the broccolini? And she was like, yeah. And like I had like a bowl of broccolini that had been cut up, and then I had like a jar of garlic minced, and like two like halves of a lemon. And she like picks up the broccolini, she like walks over to the stove. She's like, have you got the garlic? And I'm like, it's right there. She's like, oh, okay, yeah. Have you got the lemon? And I was like, it's fucking right there. And I screamed at her. I was like, it's fucking right there. Like, look with your fucking eyes. And then she was like, oh. And I was like, and like our friends were just sitting there like question marks everywhere. And I was like, oh, no. I was like, no. We just like, that's just how we are.
Yeah. And I probably so many people just like whenever that happens, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's hectic. Like,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, there it is. Like, and I didn't even like think twice about how she like spoke or like where I was just like, well, where the fuck's the garlic?
Yeah, because
like,
it's not like she was like, where's the garlic? She was like, where's the fucking like? What do you mean? Like, where's the garlic? And
well, I was like, well, do you have the garlic? Like,
yeah, that's actually how exactly you said it. And it's just so funny because like it's not, and like you shouldn't obviously speak rude to your friends, but we're not. It's just like
no, it's just like,
we're just communicating aggressively.
Yeah. And it only happens like, oh, it doesn't. That's not how we talk to each other all the time.
No.
But
Like this is how we talk on the podcast. Is how we usually are.
Yeah.
But then like
even today, like I get in the car. I'm like, I get the coffee and I go, well, where's the straw?
Every time I buy her a coffee, every single time I fucking buy her a coffee, she always gets an iced latte with skim milk, right? She like, do you know how the straws are paper, so they come in like a little fucking thing? I'll like hand her the coffee, and I'm like one of those people that I've always got like 10 bags with me, or like fucking a bag and like a fucking water bottle.
Shit to carry.
There's just so much shit to carry. So I'm like, I like always pass her the fucking coffee because I'm holding two copies. So I pass her one to free up one hand, and I don't put the fucking straw in because I don't want the straw to get soggy.
Which is a play.
Right? And then she goes, well, every time, where's the straw? Like she's just waiting for me to forget the fucking straw. And can I just say,
waiting for the day.
Not one time have I fucking forgot a straw. So I don't know where the fuck she's plucked this from her ass, honestly. Every time.
I'm going to catch you out one day that you forgot my straw. Every single time I look at that coffee cup and I know there's not a straw in it, I'm like, I'm not drinking this coffee without a straw. So like this is going to be an issue.
And it's so funny because if I passed the coffee to anyone and they went like, where's a straw? I'd be like, excuse me? But with you, I'm like, it's fucking there. Fuck off. Like, you know what I mean?
I fucking just give me a moment. And I'm like,
I know.
True.
And like, it's not like she's holding it for a minute and then she goes, what's the straw? She literally, I'll not even have passed it to her yet. She's like, where's the straw? And I'm like, give me a fucking break, motherfucker. Honestly. Fuck. Anyway, see, I'm going to bash Zoe's fucking head in.
Yeah, basically just sum this up. Grace hates big cars.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's just gonna be a test of the friendship. Is this trip? Hey.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. Like another thing with friendships, what we were talking about, which kind of led into the us talking about friendships today, which we fucking only brushed over. Going on trips with friends, it really tests the friendship,
Doesn't it?
But like, I feel like with me and you, like we're together all the time anyway, so I'd
I
be
know.
shocked if it really affected. And like, we both like so we're staying. So when you're listening to this, we'll be literally on the plane.
Oh, we will.
We'll be on the flight to Bali.
Fuck, don't we have to get up at like 3 or
We have to get up.
3:30?
Yeah, we have to be at the airport really early. That's a yarn. Anyway,
Mm.
so we're staying in a hotel room, like in twin beds, like single beds for 3 nights, and then we're staying in a villa that has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. So we'll still like have our own space.
We're not in the hotel room.
No, but like that's fine. Like, I don't know. I just feel like me and you won't argue about anything.
No, no way.
And if you were like, well, I want to go do this, I'd be like, well, I want to go do this, and we'll probably just flip a coin.
Yeah.
Or we'll just do it the next day.
Yeah, I
And,
don't
like-
think we're like that though. Like if you said to me like, if you had an idea and you're like, oh, like let's go do this. I trust.
You're pretty
I
calm.
trust. Yeah,
You're
like,
pretty calm. Like
I'm
even
pretty chill in that sense.
even like I'm like a bit more hectic with things about Zoe. Like I said to Zoe, I was like, look, I'm just gonna tell you right now, this is months ago. I said, I'm sitting on the window seat. I was like, there's just no way I cannot sit on an aisle seat.
Yeah.
And she was like, no worries.
Yeah.
She's like, when I was younger, my sister always sat in the window seat, and I was like, perfect.
Yeah, like shit like that never bothers me. Like that
Yeah.
just like any. See, I think that I'm considered like a good person to travel with because like I'm always
100%.
chill in that sense. But nothing worse than it just doesn't work out well when I'm like in the driver's seat, as in like driving this like the trip, as in like sorting out like where we're going, what we're doing. Like I start to get really anxious about that because like I hell don't trust myself and I get anxious that other people aren't going to enjoy it. So I don't like
you don't want to make the big
suggesting-
decisions.
I hate making the big decisions.
But see,
like-
but if it's just me and you wouldn't mind making
No.
decisions because it's just us.
No, yeah. And like I don't mind you like being like, let's go here.
I don't know about you, but I've got a lot of the reaction of when people are like, oh, like who are you going to Bali with? I'm like, just me and Zoe. People are confused by that. Like they're like,
so confused.
have you got that as well? Like, I've got it by like by like work people.
I got that by work,
friends.
not from the pharmacy my other work.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
From my hometown work. I've gotten it like from just like, you know, like in conversation with people, they're like, oh, okay. Like, and then I think they're quick to jump on like like your boyfriend's not coming, like to me.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm like, he literally like just started a kind of new-ish job. We went to Melbourne together. He came to Exmouth with me for Christmas. Like, I don't understand why he would even want to, like, do you know what I mean? Like and then like when you live in a small town, you have to fly to Perth and then go. And it's so expensive. Where like for us, it's like we paid, I think 500 return.
Yeah.
Like maybe even less than that. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was 500 on the dot. I think it was like, yeah.
Yeah. So it was, you know, pretty good price. And we booked before flights got expensive again. Like we booked like 5-6 months ago.
It shits me actually because like, what the fuck? What's wrong with the girls' trip? Why does the boyfriend always have to come?
Well, and like I think it's because like me and you, like we have a lot of girl friends, but no girl group. So like people assume when you're going like a girls' trip, they assume like 6 girls. But bro, me and you would have a fucking cat fight.
Oh.
We wouldn't be able to do it. Me and
No.
you are way too like opinionated to go with that many girls.
No.
It just wouldn't work. And me and Zoe also, like, a lot of people have been like, oh, like, be careful, you know. 100%. We definitely have to be careful. You got to obviously look out for things, look out for signs, drugging, things like that, 100%. But in saying that, I trust me and Zoe. We're pretty switched on, I would say. And like we're not 18 going. We're fucking 21.
Yeah, mate. Like we'll be doing yoga in the morning.
You're fucking almost 22. That's a yarn.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I feel like, and we're both quite experienced with going to Bali because, like, my brother asked me, like, why aren't you going to Thailand? Thailand's so much nicer, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, the reason why we're going is because there's only 2 of us going, and we're going to somewhere where we're familiar with, where we know. I'm learning Indonesian on Duolingo.
Oh, that's a yarn.
Duolingo is so fun. It's like for ADHD people, it's like a game. So I actually enjoy it. Oh my God, I can actually say, do you want me to speak something to you?
Sure. Shame. Wait, just quickly. Shame when we actually get to Bali and like, what if you say something else fucking wrong, like, or has a wrong meaning?
If I don't
offend someone, I'm leaving you.
If I'm not confident, no, I only know how to say like dumb shit that wouldn't offend anyone.
Tell me a fucking Indonesian.
Okay, so, kamu minum air.
Sorry, what does that mean?
We drink water.
I need something useful. They'll be like sick, okay? Like,
well, the common phrases are like really obvious. Saya.
Sorry, every time.
I don't know what that is. Sex. Oh yeah.
Saya. If do you want to have sex or something?
Saya nama Grace. I know.
My name is Grace.
Yeah, saya nama Grace, or like
saya nama Zoe.
Kamu.
Oh,
that kamu means we.
Oh, okay.
No, like just we, like us.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I just feel like I want to be respectful. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm very excited and I want to sound like I know what I'm fucking doing. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Or like, there's a general one like Apple Kebab.
No,
is how are you? Obviously.
Can I please just change the subject for a second?
Yeah.
Called Grace yesterday, right? And I like, and she was working, but like she always has her headphones in, so she picks up like straight away. Yeah. And I was like, oh, Grace, I really need to talk to you about something. And it was actually like a serious decision. And she goes, and then I like tell her what it is. And she goes, oh my God. She's, oh my God. I just had a heart attack. Oh my God. I thought you were going to say that you don't want to go to Bali. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, she was like, Grace, I really need to tell you, like, ask you about something, or like tell you something. And I was like,
no, it was, I need your opinion on something. Oh, no.
No, you said like, I really need to talk to you about
something.
And like, there's nothing else going on in our lives besides I don't want to do the podcast anymore, or I don't want to go to Bali. That's what I jumped to. And there was like a 6 second, and Zoe's like really like kind of dramatic when she tells me things. So it was a 6 second gap between her saying, I need to tell you something. And then it was just something about like her own life.
That is so dramatic. That did not happen.
It literally was. And I was like,
felt that
my jaw was like on the floor. And then she was like, oh, it's about this. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you're so dramatic. Like,
no. You were like, oh my God, Zoe. I was like, are you all right? And she was like, I just need a second to recover. Like, oh my God, I thought you were saying you didn't want to go to Bali anymore. It's like, why would I say that?
I don't know. You just had this doomsday voice going on. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
But it was a serious thing, like, I need to decide like then and there. Anyway, whatever. I was fuming after that today. Yeah. I was like, fuck you for thinking that I don't want to go to Bali. Like, what? Who even says that? That's so annoying.
Legit. Well, in next episode we will be in Bali. We want some topics for Bali, so send us through some little things you want us to speak about. Any yarns you want on the tables.
Do you know what I want to start doing?
What?
I want to start getting people to like send in questions.
Yeah.
Like, oh, guys, we are full of wisdom, I promise. We speak a lot of shit, but I reckon we could help you out, and like, or just give us like a fucking like dark as fuck secret or something. Like, I actually get excited.
I love that shit.
Over that. Like, same. I just love the drama.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll be doing it like sort of like informal vibes, like on the couch in Bali. Like, it'll be a good time. I've got
a fit ring light and all of our equipment in.
We're bringing it all to Bali, so you better listen to these next fucking 2 podcasts because we'll be wild if you don't, because they're gonna be these fucking microphones. Obviously not these ones that we got. This is probably gonna be our last studio podcast for a while now. So
unless we have a guest.
So yeah, thanks for listening to this week. It's a bit random, bit of a random one, but that's what sort of makes it good, I think. The more the merrier. The more topics, the merrier. Let's just cover more fucking content.
Yeah, we'll cover more ground. Might as well. In the hour. Anyway. All right, we will see you next week.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.